industry. So thank you so much for being associated with us, sir. And you've always known as an intellectual film writer who always does realistic roles. You always put the realistic features in the cinema. And doing a movie like Killing Veerappan is extremely challenging for each and everybody, be it a hero or a heroine or a producer, director, scriptwriter. It's a challenge for everybody. So, did you take any preparations for this? Right? Or what was the preparation about this movie? Tell us something about the movie.
To start with, I want to thank one and all for coming here and to welcome me to Kannada for the first time. And this is the first time actually I'm shooting. I mean, of course I shot Hindi films, but in the South language this is the first time ever I'm shooting a film. Now, one reason why I always resisted in spite of my so long career is because I won't be feeling comfortable in a language which I don't have a grip about. And that's one reason. But here, this is the first time I really, because the subject matter of what I'm trying to deal with and the fact it happened somewhere here is what one of the most exciting parts. And I truly honestly believe that this probably is the most important film of my career, because over the years I've done, like she just mentioned, many genres, but this is something on both the content and the kind of characters I'm going to deal with in this film are so uniquely different from whatever experience I've had both on film and in my research of meeting various people. So when I first said that I want to do this film called Killing Veerappan, which basically is about, I mean, obviously the title tells what it's about. You know? Some people ask me, but this kind of film has already come out. Everybody knows how Veerappan is killed, and of course films are there are documentaries, there are news reports, and there are books written. So why do you want to do Killing Veerappan when everybody knows what it's about? I said, okay, well, I might look like a fool, but I'm not that big a fool that I myself don't know why I should be doing this film. No? In a sense, in any kind of a thing which happens over a long period of time, and there are so many versions of it, truth always gets hidden, or it gets distorted, or it comes in different people's perspectives. And but my research, from what I have gone through in the course of understanding this content, I think I have arrived upon things which no one knows, or both the content and also my perspective, the way I understood and I'm looking at it. And this is something which has been there since long. It's not like I thought about it a few months back. I wanted to do this film, I was maybe since 10 years. But I was just looking for what kind of an approach to take when I came across one particular character who I can't give out his name for various reasons. And I thought it was the most unique character I've ever met or heard of or read in my entire career of reading or watching films. And even as I was reading it, I thought of Shivana, because his face just came into my... I haven't seen many of his films, but somewhere something about him, it just clicked, and I just couldn't get it out of my head after that. So that's when I spoke to Shivraj about the character, and when he heard about the content and the character, he too got excited. And that's how the film basically took off to the extent. The regular shooting is starting from day after, and I promise you that it will be a very new experience of watching a film, because I am coming from outside and telling the story of something which happened in Karnataka. But being an outsider, probably my perspective of it is going to be very different from what people of Karnataka would so far have seen. Right? Yes, it is it is not, when somebody asks me, is it a dramatic film or is it a docudrama, is it what? Any kind of a film which is based on real life, people will have a tendency to think that. But when I heard whatever content I've seen, though it is real, I think it's the most commercial story I've ever seen, or ever perceived, or ever, came across. Yes, it doesn't have a standard format. It doesn't have what you call as heroines, heroes, and villains, because all of them are real. All of them are, coming from their own convictions. But the whole screenplay is done in a way to make it extremely gripping and strangely entertaining, because that's coming from the situations and characters. Well, they say that the proof of the pudding is in the eating, so I guess we'll all wait and watch together whenever it happens. And once again, I want to thank everyone, and I'm really looking forward to start shooting with Shivraj, because this is one character who I fell in love with, absolutely, and I'm dying to see how he's going to do it. And Ravi, when I was trying to get a break, so Ravichandra was doing a film with Nag and Amla here, so I used to be in the set, in the shadows, watching him direct, so I have a very long association with Ravichandra. And later, when I made my film, I think I can't recall very vividly, but someone told Ravi that Nagarjuna is doing a film with this guy who was standing there. So he had a very high kind of a thing. Then when he saw the film, I could see the effect, like what he was talking about, the sound effect. There was scene sound being played like this. So I was obviously very, very impressed with Ravi's film at that time when I came here to see Premaloka. And that's, I think, one of the most path-breaking films ever made. And so that's my association with Ravi.
ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಮುಗಿಯೋದೇ ಕಷ್ಟ, ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಬೇಕಿತ್ತ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಬಂದ ಈ ಹುಡುಗ, ಸಣ್ಣ ಹುಡುಗ, ಹೊಸ ಹುಡುಗ ಅನ್ನೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಇತ್ತು. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಕಾಳಜಿಯಿಂದ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಜನರು ಕೂಡ.
ನನಗೆ ಈ ಆಡಿಯೋ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ತುಂಬ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾಯಕಿ ಜೊತೆ ಗಾಯಕಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಪುನೀತ್ ಸರ್ ಜೊತೆ ತಣ್ಣಗೆ ಇದ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ಹಾಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಡ್ಯುಯೆಟ್ ಹಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ.